So I figured it was only appropriate to start from the beginning. These are a couple of pictures from elementary school and even before that. Obviously there's been quite a transition, but yes, so I'm just going to start from the beginning and then go through my time at Rogers High School, touch on some activities that I've been involved in, some clubs, some experiences that I've had the pleasure of getting to experience in and out of school, and then just some memories and highlights that I've had. So from then until now, like I said, there's a transition. So the first aspect that has been probably one of the biggest aspects of my life is dance. I started dance at 5 years old. My mom kind of just threw me into classes because she danced when she was little and hoped that I liked it, and luckily I did, and I'm very thankful for that. I've been involved in a bunch of different performances, and honestly dance has been something that has been a part of my life ever since I can remember. And it's not only been an art form and a sport that I've gotten to be involved in, but it's also brought me some of my lifelong friendships and some of the best memories that I wouldn't trade for the world. So, the first part and the biggest part of my life is with Backstage Dance Company. It's my studio dance company in Rogers, and we compete regionally and nationally. And I have had the most amazing experiences. I want to tell a story really fast while my dance coach Nathan and then my duet partner / now ballet coach Beth is here. It just shows how long we've known each other and the impact that they've had on my life. My mom wasn't with me at a dance competition when I think it was 7th grade. And we were at a dance competition in Dallas, and I was just kind of staying along with Nathan and Beth, and we ended up going to this smoothie place at the mall, and we were standing in line, and then we got it to order, and I handed Nathan my money, and I was like, okay, I want a mango smoothie, and he looked at me, and he was like, I'm not ordering for you, and I was just completely shocked, because I was like, you mean I have to order by myself? And I probably should have ordered by myself before 7th grade, but that just kind of shows the first that they've really been through with me. Like I said, Beth is my duet partner. We've danced together, and now she's my teacher. And then Miss Brittany, she's watched me grow up. And I would say that Nathan has been the person that has believed in me the most in my life. I remember a specific dance combo class where it was my 2nd year, so I just kind of was getting into the groove of Backstage and started to make some friendships. And he called me out, and that was the first time I'd ever been called out in class, and he was just told me how much of a hard work I was, and he really acknowledged the work that I've been putting into it, and honestly, that memory has never left me, and I don't think you realize what a big impact that's made on me, just seeing that you believe in me. So, obviously my dance coaches, and then the amazing teammates that I've had, whether that's hanging out with them from 4 to 9:30 p.m. on Wednesdays for practice, or that's not enough, we go and hang out on the weekends. They really are my friends, but I would honestly say more and say that they're my sisters and my best friends, and they honestly are like family to me. And that was brought through dance and through Backstage, and my time at high school would not be the same without it, and I would not be the same person I am. I was also on the American Dance Company. This was an amazing experience. Miss Brittany actually took me to tryouts in Little Rock because my mom couldn't come. So she took me to tryouts, and dancers from all over the United States come and make up this dance company. And this is something that really taught me a lot about myself. Going onto a team, learning how to make relationships with individuals that I'd never met before. Obviously, we have this shared passion of dance, but we all are bringing different qualities and traits to the team, learning how to create those relationships, and then traveling to also Poland, where we competed at the International Dance Organization, was an amazing experience. Honestly, a story that I like to tell is with the American Dance Company, we not only got to interact with the team, but we also got to interact with all the other teams. So the United States actually became close friends with the a South African team and the Canadian team. And just getting to talk to them, growing close with them, learning their culture was something amazing. But as I was talking specifically with the South African team, we were talking, and obviously we were both there. We liked we were going for that award of recognition, the first place gold medal award. But then I was talking to them, and they were like, honestly, we're just here for the monetary reward. This money is going to go back and support our families. And that's something that completely opened my eyes, because I never thought of dance as a way to support, especially at a young age like that. And just getting to make those relationships, opening my eyes, traveling, was an amazing experience, and I'm so happy that I was able to be involved in that. Again, that was another slide about American Dance Company. We went again to Italy my sophomore year, and that was an amazing opportunity because we won 2 gold medals. We were competed at the Best of the Best Gala, so it was the top 5, and then we all competed, so that was amazing. And then the third aspect of dance in my life has been the Rhs Dance Team. This has been an amazing opportunity. I've gotten to compete and cheer on the sideline, and I've made so many new friends, so many traditions, and it's just really fun to get to be involved in the school community like that, bring my passion of dance and sports into the school community, because school spirit is something that is so important to me, and that I've loved at Rogers High School. This is an opportunity that I've gotten to be involved in, getting to support my friends who are playing at football and basketball, cheering them on, knowing that they're cheering me on as well. And I've honestly loved my time on the Rhs Dance Team. So some dance awards that have highlighted my career with dance are Velocity is a dance convention that I love. Velocity honestly has been such an influential part of my life, because it was the first award that I really got. Me and Nathan ended up going to Las Vegas when I was in 7th grade. And this was an amazing opportunity because I got to dance backup for Jordan Fisher, who won Dancing with the Stars, I believe, 2 years ago. And that was an amazing experience that I never thought I'd get to be part of, as well as some scholarships, some title awards, and I'm just honestly so grateful for my time at dance, and it really has been an amazing experience. Dance United is something that I would say is one of my greatest achievements. Dance United is a nonprofit organization for children with physical and mental disabilities that I had the idea to create the summer going into my junior year of high school. And this has been an amazing experience because I've gotten to foster and cultivate this environment for children who I saw a lack of opportunity for this environment in my local community of Rogers. And as I've gotten to teach these classes and camps, I've realized that the classes and camps don't only support the children's needs, but also the family's needs as well. And as I've gotten to share my passion of dance for the children that I've gotten to teach, they've also taught me that there's not a single definition of dance, that each of us have our own stories to portray, essentially. And it really has been such an influential part of my life, and I plan to continue in my absence going into my future. So this has been an amazing experience, and here are some of the photos with the kids that I've gotten to teach at class and camps. So some school activities and clubs that I've gotten to be involved in. I would be remiss if I didn't start with DECA. DECA has been the biggest part of my high school career. I almost would go and say that it has been my high school career. DECA has been amazing. We are involved in so much. I had the honor of being DECA president this year. Here are just some of the few pictures. We have our Hobbs State trail walks, homecoming and Christmas parades, DECA State, our Christmas party, our radio auction. And I have so many stories that I could tell about DECA, and working with Dr. Woodruff, that's become a new challenge and one of the biggest accomplishments. But DECA has been such an amazing part of my life because of Dr. Woodruff. You have been such an amazing mentor to me, and I would not be the same person that I am. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but you have provided so much for me, and I will forever be grateful for that. So here are a few more pictures of DECA. With the club fair, our student versus faculty basketball game. It's really been an amazing experience. It's taught me a lot about my leadership. Never did I ever think that I could lead a club like this, especially freshman year. When I joined DECA myself, I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, this club is amazing. I just want to be a part of it. And then now getting to lead the club is just an amazing experience. Before, this was our senior project where we got to basically create a solution to a problem presented by the United Federal Credit Union. And that was an amazing experience, getting to work with some of my best friends on a project in a professional world and seeing it be implemented in a professional setting was an amazing experience. And then this was at the Sweetheart Ball, where we raised money to advocate for the Sweetheart, and then that's me dissecting a sheep's heart at my virtual medical camp. Yeah, I don't know why they gave us sheep's hearts to dissect at home. That was me sitting at my kitchen counter, so I'm so sorry, Mom. Some awards, honors, and scholarships. Just briefly, I was awarded the National Honor Society Scholarship, which is $3,200, the PEO Star Scholarship, which I just found out recently, I believe Monday, which is $2,500. I was nominated for the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program, Academic All-Star Representative for RHS. I'll graduate with distinction. I was National Merit Commended Scholar, and I was inducted into the Rogers Honors Academy. These are just some of the schools that I was accepted into, and I listed these solely because I had a bunch of the teachers here today write me letters of rec, Ms. Sesky, Mr. Lee, Dr. Woodruff, and I know that that was a lot of work, especially for the UMKC 6-year medical school. Ms. Sesky's smiling over there. I cannot tell you how much I really do appreciate that. Just you taking your time to write me a letter of rec to help me achieve these goals is something that I will be forever grateful for. So this is just a list of some schools and some pictures of the awards, honors, and scholarships. This is for the PEO, and that was for the National Honor Society Scholarship. And then some high school highlights, and the thing that I'm most excited to talk about. Here are just a few pictures of high school highlights. Ms. Husky came into the room at the right time. So I'm going to start on the left. On the Friday that we played Heritage for the football game, for my Calculus BC class, we all got KFC buckets, and because Heritage mascot is the War Eagles, and we make fun of them by calling them the chickens, we all got fried chicken baskets and wore them on our heads. There's Dr. Woodruff in a picture with it. And that was just hilarious. Getting to see that school spirit integrated right into the classroom was amazing. And then here is Ms. Susky's legendary dunk, backwards dunk, at our student versus faculty DECA basketball game. Not pictured as the ladder that she's standing on, but this is an epic picture. if you cropped it right here, you didn't want to know. But that was an amazing experience. Getting to see our teachers show so much school spirit really helped my high school experience to be what it was, and have some high school highlights. The next are obviously our SMOT t-shirts. I've gotten to be involved in SMOT, school dances, and then I was on homecoming court my junior year, and that was an amazing experience, again, getting to show that school spirit. And I've made lifelong friends at high school as well. Some other highlights, I'll start on the left. This is Neil Chatlani. He dressed up for the Regions Bank Christmas parade as an elf. We had 2 elves, and they were supposed to leapfrog with the parade. They didn't. I was very disappointed. And Neil is also not wearing the green lime tights that he was supposed to be wearing. But I think it's still pretty good. And then in the center, this is an amazing memory. We got to go and see the baseball state championship where we actually won last year, and that was an amazing experience. We all jumped down and then ran, and the baseball players came out, and that is a memory that I'll never forget. And then to the right, last year, on the last day of my junior year, we went and watched the sunset with the whole Rogers class of 2022 for our last day of school for junior year. And then what I didn't know is that some of the guys had planned a water balloon fight. So as we were walking out, they had water guns and balloons filled, and they were just ready to launch. And I actually got soaked, and I was at 6:30 in the morning, so you can only imagine. But that was an amazing experience, and some of the memories that I've loved and that I'll take with me after high school. So what is next? College. So I'll be attending the University of Notre Dame as a Scott Scholar. I got the Scott Scholarship, which is $100,000, so $25,000 a year, plus a $12,000 stipend for research and travel abroad. And then I will also go on an outward bound leadership experience, so it'll be a study abroad experience. And I'm scared for college, but excited. I will definitely grow, and I will definitely create more memories, but it is a bittersweet thing because high school has been such an amazing experience for me. I plan to major in biology on the pre-med track. I'm looking into neurology, so that'll be exciting. And then minoring in compassionate care, which is a minor specific to Notre Dame, and then another minor in patient advocacy. And I really am interested in the pre-med track, not only because my parents have various professions in the medical field, that is kind of what initiated my desire to go into pre-med, but also I knew that, and what high school has taught me is that in my career, I will be satisfied if I'm helping people. I really do have a love for community service, and I know with pre-med, I've talked to my parents and they've nostalgically talked about how there's been a lack of a patient-doctor relationship, specifically in today's society. So I aim to recultivate that relationship, be that empathetic face for patients, not only patients, but also their families as well. And I know that I will be satisfied personally in pre-med because I'll get to have that patient-doctor relationship and cultivate that. So here are a few more pictures at Notre Dame. This was at a football game, and that was an amazing experience as well. And then some ways that throughout my time at Rogers High School, I've kind of seen ways to improve. So the first is Ada Maroney mentioned this in his presentation before, but insert a stop sign at the four-way stop by the back entrance, because just this past week there have been 2 traffic incidents. And I know that that could have been avoided, and I'm not the best driver at all. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten in a wreck. But every single time I stop, and it's just kind of like a game of, okay, who goes next? And some people were unlucky in that game this past week. So insert a 4-way stop, because Lord knows. And then the second would be open a new exit to leave after school, or dismiss seniors, juniors, then sophomores and freshmen. Have a way to get people out of the school in different ways, because I know that especially that front entrance, when students are leaving, gets really backed up. And if I don't run out to my car and sprint out to my car after 7th hour, I'll be stuck in a car line for 30 minutes. So just another way to improve Rogers. And then another way is have more awareness brought to mental health. We've done a really good job, specifically this year, especially with the suicide prevention walk. We could also have maybe a color run implemented. Just ways to fundraise for mental health is something that I think is really important, because high school is really hard. High schoolers are learning about themselves, and it can be very mentally challenging. So just to know that your school community is supporting you is something that I think is really important. And then lastly, school spirit. We have a lot of school spirit, especially in my class at Rogers, but just implementing more. An idea would be like a powder puff game with football, and then just really making that school spirit, because school spirit has been something that I've loved at high school, and it's made so many more memories for me, and I've made my best friends through school spirit. So I'd like to get into the thank yous and try not to cry, but I'd like to thank all of my friends and the amazing relationships that I've made. Neil, Will, Alex, Morgan, Devin, Kate, who are all here today. You guys are my best friends, and even though high school is ending, I know that we're going to stay in touch. We're going to visit each other in college, and that's something that I can personally say in confidence. And I know that if I ever need any of you, you guys will call me immediately. And I've been blessed with those relationships, and most people cannot say that they've found their lifelong best friends in high school, and I can say that I have. So, thank you very much for helping me, for being by my side, and for always having my back. Oh shoot. I'm so sorry. The next thank you, sorry, spoiler. The next thank you was for my dance coaches. You guys have honestly shaped me into the person that I am. Being my duet partner, Feth, and then my ballet teacher now has been a shift in our relationship. but I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I want to thank you all very much for everything that you've provided for me. And then here are just a few of the teachers that have impacted my life. We threw Dr. Woodruff a birthday party last year, and Dr. Woodruff, honestly, you've provided me with so many opportunities, but more than that, you've been somebody that I know that I can come and talk to, and I like to think of your room as kind of like a safe room at high school. Just come in there. Miss Husky begs to differ. I'm not saying that it's not overwhelming, and that it's a maze to walk through, and you kind of have to kick some things around to make your way through it. But honestly, it doesn't feel like you're at school when you walk in there. So that's a good thing. The marketing patio, I've never heard anyone called anything like that. But yes, thank you, Dr. Woodruff. Miss Husky, we also threw Miss Husky a birthday party. And Miss Husky, honestly, your class is so hard. But she teaches me calculus. She's gotten to have me twice, back to back. I had Miss Houston for statistics, but you didn't have me 3 times. But Miss Husky, you've really shaped me into the person that I am today too. You've not only taught me math, but also life lessons. And I will now have woman ingrained into my head every single time I make a mistake. So thank you for that. And I know that I can always text you next year if I need that cheat sheet, the purple cheat sheet. I can text you for that. And then Miss Houston, I had Miss Houston sophomore year, so I'm so sorry about that. I'm still, I have some regrets. But Miss Houston, I feel like we're very relatable in that she's done dance, and we kind of have the same personality in that we're all energetic. She runs like 5 miles every morning. I'm not that energetic, but you always have a smile on your face, and you made statistics so much fun. That content is hard, but you made it bearable. And then these are just a few faculty and staff. Dr. Lines, Woody, Miss Husky, Mr. Lee. I had Mr. Lee for chemistry, and that was another hard class last year, especially through COVID. But Mr. Lee, you bring a lot of energy to class, and I really appreciated that. It's a hard class, but you made it a lot of fun. And then, like I said, Miss Houston, Miss Throkill. I had Miss Throkill this year for Spanish, and Miss Husky's laughing because she knows I'm not good at Spanish.
That is not true.
It's true. Miss Throkill wanted me to take the stamps test, and I didn't because I knew I would fail. So Miss Throkill, thank you for dealing with me, to say the least. I've had also Miss Lamas for AP Research and AP Lit this year, so I have her twice. Mr. Rayburn, I had him last year for AP Gov. And again, another hard class, but your teaching style is the definition of my learning style. I don't think I've ever told you that, but I really appreciated that. Government and banking, those two kind of content knowledge I'm not good at, but you really helped me through that, and I really appreciated that. Miss Rayburn, who I've gotten to know, especially through Dr. Woodruff, is another person, Mrs. Mikowski, who's the scholarship coordinator. She has been so helpful. Scholarships are hard, it's very confusing, it's a very difficult process, but she's helped me a lot through that. Coach Harper, I had him sophomore year for AP World, and that's the hardest class I've ever had to take, especially sophomore year. All the hard classes, I don't know. But what did I put myself through? Anyways, he taught AP World, and that was really hard because I didn't have a set learning style yet. I didn't have study habits, and I actually went into his room almost every single morning just bawling. And he would just look at me like I was crazy, and he was like, Emma, it's just a grade. And I was like, no, you don't understand. But I really appreciated his help. And then Miss Smith, who's my counselor, you've been so helpful. I text her all the time. Usually you have to formally email your counselors, but we have that relationship to where I can just text you, and you've helped me through so much, especially with letters of recommendation and helping me with all of that crazy college stuff. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom and my family. I have been provided so many opportunities, and honestly, I know this is cliche, but my mom is the person that I look up to most. She's gonna cry. But you are the person that I look up to most. Having 4 kids, being a full-time employer, I just cannot imagine. She also is crazy involved in PTO, crazy involved in DECA, and she probably runs on 3 hours of sleep. So I just don't know how you do it. And my family's been there for me through it all, and my high school experience was because of them. So, thank you.